Patrick. It's Patrick. It's Patrick. It's Patrick. And the people. It's Patrick. The people. Patrick and the people. Rock stars, blue collar heroes. Emotional support horses. Patrick and the people. Rock stars, blue collar heroes. Emotional support horses. Patrick and the people. And the people. Rock stars, blue collar heroes. Emotional support horses. Patrick and the people. Patrick and the people. Rock stars, blue collar heroes. Emotional support horses. Patrick and the people.
Know when you see them, cause they're so real. Already know exactly how you feel. See the head, not like seeing a steeple. You damn well know they're one of the people. Nobody breaks us, nobody made us. And no one can take this cause we got their fix. We are the people, we are the people, we are the people. Don't mess with this.
What now? Hold on a second. What now?
So well, good morning, everybody. My brother's in comments already. He said,
Oh, okay.
Rich, don't forget to vote today. And I was like, I don't think there's a vote today down here.
Is
at
there?
least. Is there?
Oh,
Is there
no,
something we're supposed to
I'm
vote for?
Not familiar with anything today.
I don't know of anything. Yeah.
Maybe he wants you to vote in the New York election
Oh,
for
okay.
mayor.
Is that what's going on?
I don't know.
Is that? Oh.
I don't know. Just throwing random.
He says,
shit out
everyone,
there.
don't forget to vote. Is there a vote today?
Yeah. What are we voting on?
All right.
Are we voting on best restaurant, best fries? What's the? Yeah. What's that?
Voting on this being the most Mondayest Tuesday that ever Mondayed,
Man, it's already started out a pretty well. I got pissed off this morning, man.
Yeah, you were telling you two about something completely different, but yeah.
Yeah, man. I get like anybody else. I yell in traffic. I think we all do. In the secrecy of our own car, we say lots of shit to other drivers.
Right.
And probably mad shit.
Oh yeah.
But today was a little different because normally, even if I get aggravated, I don't feel what they call road rage. Where you feel that inclination, like I might
I'm gonna hurt him.
today.
Yeah.
And so I'm rolling in the left lane, and it's packed this morning. It was packed. I was.
It was a little busier out there today.
It was, and probably the time change has something to do with it. I'm guessing, but it was about 5:45, so it's packed up, man.
Yeah.
I'm in the left lane, and I see there's a Dodge pickup in the right lane coming up real fast, and I see him.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know where you're going. I mean,
Right, what are
all
you
these
doing?
lanes here, all three of them are blocked off. In front of me, there's only a half a car distance between me and the car.
Right.
And I'm going 75, which is still too close. But I'm like, I try to, in my mind, go, well, I'll leave a half. That way I at least, can swerve.
Right. Got to leave that.
Yeah. And this guy here, he's coming up the middle, and he's coming pretty fast. And so I'm concerned because I'm like, okay, where are you going to go, bro?
Right.
Are you going to come up here and just cause a wreck because you're not paying attention to what's going on?
Yeah, like you're running out of room here, and yeah.
And so all of a sudden, he's beside me, and he just makes a left, like from the middle lane into my lane.
Oh no.
And bro, I had to slam the brakes on, man. I was so mad, bro. I just laid into my horn and just laid on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then hit the brights. I'm like, I hope I just can't see shit, man. And I thought, man, I want to follow him. And that's no, just keep driving. Just move on with your life. And I'm like, what an asshole. What an inconsiderate, dangerous asshole to do that. I mean, what are you doing out there, man?
Right.
Trying to kill people and shit, man. It's too early in the morning for all that. You know, you running from the law? What are you doing?
I love how our response to always when like almost getting involved in a wreck is to flash our brights and blind them and maybe try and cause a wreck.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's like-
No, that was the hope. Yeah, that he might spin out and take everyone out.
Right, yeah, and you'll just
And then I
continue
just
like, oh,
Don't know what happened. Yeah.
no idea how I made it through.
No, that's what's that, Bob? How you doing?
Yeah, that's Jackson Davis. That's Monoxide from
Yeah.
Independent Wrestling.
Yeah.
He wanted to say what's up. And
I know Bob. I know
Friend,
who
you
Bob
remember
is.
Bob? Okay, I
I've
didn't-
met
yeah.
Bob.
Yep.
I've met Bob. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. David Montez, what's up with you? What's up, doggy?
Well, mine started off different. I'm pissed because I don't know what in the world is going on, but specifically at my house, all of a sudden I cannot get any cell phone signal, any internet signal. Like, I don't know what happened, but I stepped outside and went not even like a quarter of a mile down the road, dropping the kiddo off at the babysitter's. And all of a sudden, boom, I'm back up. I have full service and everything on my phone at least.
I don't know that it has anything to do with anything, but
Yeah.
there's a phenomenon that happens in the summer, and it's called tropospheric ducting. And I know that from terrestrial radio because during the summer, the tropospheric ducting will the weather somehow it interrupts the signal.
Okay.
And it'll start cutting in on it, and so you'll get bleed over from these other stations and stuff, and it happens when it gets about the hottest time of the year.
Yeah.
And that would always cause problems. We would always get calls from people going, "Man, the radio station's cutting in and out."
Right.
Be like, "Yeah, here's
It's
why."
true,
It happens every year. But I wonder if there's a reverse effect of that may impact cellular signal. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Just an interesting thing. I guess it could be a number of things.
Right. It
Yeah,
was weird.
it'd just be maybe
making me mad though,
maybe your
because
kid threw his shorts on the router.
well, I thought I checked everything, I unplugged it, plugged it back in, tried to
Yeah.
reset it. Like it's weird, man.
Yeah,
I don't know. Just-
Your lotion warmer wasn't blocking the router.
not this time around.
Not this time. Okay, that's
We'll
good.
leave that on the nightstand.
Yeah, that's where it belongs. Anyway, just wondering, maybe you moved it or something. How's your week otherwise, man? What's going on with you?
Oh man, just gearing up, starting to pack up and get everything in order
Yes,
for
sir.
moving Friday. And,
Yes, sir. Big Friday move.
Yeah, it's everything's all lined
then
out.
You got to go to Texas
Yep.
and
Yep.
get down and announce for the National Midget
Wrestling.
Wrestling Champions.
Yep. Midget Wrestling Warriors.
And then after that, you pop back over and do something else.
Yeah,
right?
we got the play-by-play at the Cabot Turkey Bowl.
That's
on
right.
Sunday,
That's Sunday.
So, yes,
That's going to be a big event.
It's going to be a busy weekend.
Yeah, it is going to be a busy weekend, isn't it, man? You're all over the place.
I
bro.
am.
I thought
I
I
am.
was all over the place.
I've been, and I know it's coming, and I know it's going to be jam-packed, and it just kind of makes me even a little more anxious, because also I'm going right to Dallas.
Yeah.
Like, it's not an outside town. We're going to
Right,
be right
right
in
there.
Dallas.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, well, we definitely don't want to hit 5 o'clock traffic in Dallas.
No, you don't.
So how do I
Yeah.
figure out my times to get to the hotel and everything?
Yeah.
So
I do love Dallas, though. Dallas is a lot of fun to go. I mean,
Right.
there's so much to do there if you just want to stick around and enjoy it.
I
you know.
did have word though from the promoter. We do not have a ring crew for this event, so if anybody is planning on coming down to the event or anything, and you would like to help out with getting the ring set up, and
Oh, you could be part.
maybe
possibly part
kind
the
of
crew.
meet, yeah, it'd be a good,
Oh,
especially if you're a wrestler looking to get in or
Open some
branch out or
doors.
whatever. Yeah, it's a great chance to maybe shake a hand
Yeah,
or something.
That
so
is pretty cool.
if you're interested in helping out with ring crew, hit me up through a message and I'll get you some details.
That's cool, man. What would they just help assemble everything, get
Yeah,
it ready?
it's basically just bringing in the ring, setting it up, putting everything together, and then of course, tear down and
Sure, yeah,
and just cleaning up afterwards.
Yeah, I
so.
bet that'd probably be a lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
To see the behind the scenes.
Right.
of that.
It gives you
It's
gives
kinda
you a
neat.
chance.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Pretty
Yeah,
cool.
man.
Absolutely. So what else is going on, man?
Man, that's about it.
Yeah.
Just relax and playing lots of Fortnite.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's They just came out with a new season, and it's all about the Simpsons.
Oh.
They've like integrated The Simpsons into
So
Fortnite.
how does that work exactly? As I'm not a Fortnite
Right.
person.
So like the skins, which are the characters you can get, you can unlock all the Simpsons characters.
Okay.
Like you can Marge, Ned
Yeah.
Flanders, all that,
So
Homer,
you could
Bart.
be killing with them.
Yeah, you can be killing the other
Okay.
players with them.
Okay.
But also, yeah, the whole entire map is now
Simpsons.
Simpsons based. The Simpsons town. You can
I
go into
gotcha.
the Simpsons house. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
that's
fun,
kind of
man.
interesting.
It's
So they change it up and
Yeah.
try to incorporate what's something they've done before.
Oh man, they've done so much. They've done what was it? Battle. What is it? The anime Battle something where they shoot the fireballs and everything.
Yeah. Like not Pokemon, but but yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z. They've done Star Wars. They've done Power Rangers.
So they're regularly.
Yeah, every
changing it up.
season is something different.
Okay, and how often does a season happen?
I think usually once every couple of months or so.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it's fairly often.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, man, that's a lot of.
This is what they call the Simpsons is a mini season.
Okay.
So I think it's only going to be about like maybe a month and a half, and then they'll come out with another season that'll be longer. But yeah.
Now, as you play, I assume you have cumulative scoring. I mean, does it keep up with your for competitive purposes? Does it? Do you have a record?
Oh, I'm sure you can.
I didn't know. I don't know how.
No, they have.
If you're
They have.
ranked or how that works.
They have ranked play, and you can get ranked based on how many wins you get or whatever. We don't play that. We're not good enough. We try and get in the lobbies of all the 5-year-olds so we can feel great about beating everybody, but we're really,
I get you.
Yeah.
Your brother says Rich Vote Go Arkansas is voting on taxes for your state.
Okay.
Are they? When? Where? How
have
dare
no
you
idea
breathe
what
the
he's
name of the greatest action anime of all time with Pokemon? No, it's definitely not the same. I wasn't sure what he meant at first, but thank you for correcting me. I do stand corrected on that. I would never want to conflate those two things together.
Right.
Not Pokemon and
No,
Dragon
honestly,
Ball Z.
man, when we get on, it's like it's the friends game that
Yeah.
is about
It's just
our
the
mental
buddies.
limit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all just get on and
Okay.
shoot the shit and play and
No, I mean that's really what it's all about,
Right?
honestly,
I mean,
isn't it?
yeah.
All right. Hey, Dick Cheney died. Remember him?
Did he?
Yeah, he was vice president.
for real? For real?
Yeah, for real.
Damn.
Yeah, he was like 80 something.
He
83
didn't get shot in
maybe.
the ass, did he?
No, no, man. Yeah, Dick Cheney, who was vice president for George W. Bush, he was probably among the most hated VPs of all time at that time. I don't know where he ranks now, but they often likened him to Darth Vader. They felt like he was really the guy running stuff that George W. was not. People often alleged that Dick Cheney was the guy in charge. I do think that Dick Cheney took the blame for, shooting that
For
guy in
everything?
the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they went out hunting and George messed up. I mean, think about it. Come on. You think Dick Cheney, look at that guy. He didn't mess up on that gun. That dude knew how to use a gun. George W. was out there and went, what did I do? Bam! And Dick's like, God damn it. I'll take the blame for it, George. Just leave. Just go home.
Just go home.
Just go home.
Yeah.
Just go home. You just pelleted the dude's face, man. Oh, that was a wild time, bro. That was a wild time.
That's what I was referencing earlier. Was his face that he shot?
Yeah.
I thought it was his ass. Yeah.
Yeah. The FBI Little Rock field office actively participating in a groundbreaking Homeland Security Task Force initiative aimed at coordinating law enforcement efforts across the nation to combat violent crime. This task force, spearheaded by the FBI and Homeland Security investigators, will target criminal organizations, cartels, terrorist groups, etc., homicide, kidnapping, human trafficking. FBI Little Rock and our partners all share a common goal to protect the people and keep the Arkansas community safe. That's Alicia Corder. She's a special agent in charge of the FBI Little Rock field office. In a 2-week period between August and September, The FBI and its partners arrested 27 individuals and disrupted organized criminal networks in eastern and western districts of Arkansas, which led to 22 indictments. So the task force brings dozens of agencies along with the state and local partners together. So, yeah, so I guess they're out doing their thing, letting you know, hey, we're working on this violent crime issue.
Right.
Because we always get ranked so high in violent crime, and I believe that to be true. I've been very blessed or fortunate that I have not experienced that in my time here.
Right.
You know, now I know that it's more, I guess, more challenging maybe in West Memphis. That area is pretty, I understand, you know, pretty difficult, pretty violent, crime wise.
Yeah.
I don't know otherwise where all the violent crime is perpetrated, if it's in Little Rock or where. You know, I'm not sure. Rich, go vote for higher taxes so our dim overlords who run the city can pay for more. Mike, this is what you get, Mike. Stop by. You know we don't use the D or R words around here. Can't do that, man. Let's see what else is going on here in the news that you give a damn about. So Wolfgang Van Halen, the son of late rock star Eddie Van Halen, speaking out about the term Nepo baby, he said he thinks the label's a little bit unfair. Now, if you never heard the term Nepo baby, it typically the kids of actors, singers, you know, entertainers who benefit from their family name, right?
Gotcha.
But he said, I'm one to talk, but I think that term's a bit unfair. I think it takes the individuality of the person away. Wolfgang joined his dad, Van Halen, his band Van Halen, when he was 15, replaced Michael Anthony as bassist, toured with them until 2020 after Eddie's death, and then he's been on his own since. But, yeah, I think...
Yeah, stop being jealous.
I'm not, yeah, that's what I was going to say. What exactly is a Nepo baby? I mean, I hear you're saying, well, you got an advantage. Well, I mean,
welcome to the world.
That goes with anything, isn't it? I mean, isn't that
right.
what we as parents try to do?
Right.
Is get our kids an advantage somehow?
Right.
If I thought somehow that my name would benefit my sons, I would tell both of them, yeah, cash in on this bitch. You know, that's what it's for. Now, whether he's talented enough, and clearly Wolfgang Van Halen is talented enough. I mean, he's more than talented, so he's holding his own anyway. But I'm like, yeah, that's just how life works, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why I was like, stop being jealous.
It's not even just the music or, you know, entertainment industry. It's any industry. I mean, how many family businesses are there?
That's what I was going to say. I mean, I think it's sort of a dream, I guess you would say, as far as a parent goes, to have your child follow in your footsteps. I mean, I'm sure if Noah or forgive me, Tyler came up to you right now and said, hey, I want to go be a morning radio DJ, you would do everything in your power to make that happen for them.
I absolutely would.
And take pride in the fact that they want to do that.
I would
Same thing.
absolutely do that.
When Jax grows up, if he wants to be an announcer, absolutely.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Please. I mean, look, I don't know, you know, everybody's past or histories, but I mean, I don't know, maybe Picasso's daddy was a painter. He wasn't a great one, but he was a good one. Right. And Picasso was a Nepo baby who became the most famous painter of all time. Right. You know, at some point, the apprentice surpasses the master, right? And so you may be better than your parents, right? Whatever it is. I've seen that more than once.
Absolutely.
You know, look, Kirk and Michael Douglas both had successful careers. I'm not just a huge fan of either, but they both had amazing careers on their own.
Think of the Sheens.
Yeah,
that's another great example.
That is a great example. That is a great example. Yeah, I couldn't care less how people.
That's why I said, man, it seems to me like that's just jealousy because you're looking at it going, man, I want to be famous, but I don't have anybody's coattails to ride or anything. I mean,
exactly
that's what you're saying, and yes, you're right, but
yeah, it's not fair.
Suck it up and deal with it. Be better.
Life's not fair. Quit expecting it.
Right.
You know, that's the thing that aggravates me the most. Everybody expects things to be fair. Like, no, it's not that way, man.
Right.
I mean, it would be beautiful, wouldn't it? But no, it's not.
It'd be great if everything just worked out the way we wanted it to all the time, and
all the time.
All got
it's right.
Everything we ever wanted.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to save that here. Let's get into a little bit of sports here. The Jake Paul Gervonta Davis spectacle will not be hitting Netflix after all.
Oh.
Yeah, Paul and Tank Davis were expected to clash in a boxing match November 14th in Miami, but it's been canceled. They're going to stage a different Jake Paul headlined event on Netflix to close out the year. The announcement follows speculation and criticism of Davis's placement on the show after new domestic violence charges were filed against him this past week. Davis is accused by ex-girlfriend Courtney Rosal of battery, aggravated battery, false imprisonment, kidnapping, and a lot more. So they were like, yeah. The Russell claims that Gervonta attacked her in the back room of the club before dragging her through the back exit and assaulting her in the parking garage. She said she was a victim of domestic violence on multiple occasions during their relationship. It's not the first time he's been accused. Most recently, he was charged with hitting his ex-girlfriend on the back of the head and then slapping her during an alleged dispute on Father's Day. Now, that case got dropped because why? The woman failed to prosecute. She said, no, I don't want to press charges. I don't want to press charges. So, yeah, the guy clearly has issues and needs some kind of help before he gets help the old-fashioned way.
Right.
Which is somebody smoking his ass.
Right.
Yeah. Showing him the other end of a lead salad. You know what I mean?
Good job on canceling that, for that reason,
Yeah. Let's see. The Cardinals ended a 5-game skid. They beat the Cowboys 27-17. I'm sure Cowboys fans not happy about that. Marvin Harrison Jr. Converted a nice third down, scored a big touchdown for them in that win. Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge going for consecutive MVP awards. And I could see that, I could see that on either. Dodgers great Clayton Kershaw is going to end, it says he ends his career unaware at first that he won the World Series again. Yeah, man, that back-to-back World Series, pretty cool. That's pretty great. What else is going on in sports, if anything? Not much, really. A lot of, NBA going on right now, but it's early in the season. Football starting to wrap up a little bit. A lot of shit talking going on yesterday from you about Ohio State. Yeah. I've been reflecting on that a little bit, thinking about it, just going, "Wow, man! How many dubs does Michigan have this year? By the way,
Yeah.
how many?
What is it? Is it 6-1 now? I think.
Are you 6-1?
Maybe. Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, Michigan's not 6-1, bro.
Let's see here. Oh,
You mean 1-6?
Yeah, no, they're not that bad. You're thinking Michigan State, maybe.
No.
Yeah.
You're trash.
All right, anyways, what's their record, man? I don't know what's been going on with Google lately, but when I go look up the record, it keeps showing me their record from like 2023.
Because they're not even playing this year.
For real. This is so annoying. Yeah, they're 5-1. Overall, 7-2.
Are they really?
In the conference, they're 5-1.
Are they really?
Yep. Yeah.
You know, I'm surprised by this.
Yeah.
I thought they were having a tough season. What's the deal?
Who, Michigan? They haven't been having. No, they've been winning. They just been sucking.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you can still win, but you can still suck.
Okay. I got you.
And it's like last week they played Washington, and they should have absolutely destroyed them. And it was, a 3-point game.
Didn't Ohio play Washington?
Yeah, I think so.
I think Ohio beat them really bad.
Yeah, exactly my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're
As
still,
Michigan but Ohio State still has had
a couple games
an
between
easy schedule.
Yeah, we've still got a couple games between the game between Ohio and Michigan, right? It's the last one of the season this year, right?
Yep.
At least for the regular season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think? What do you think, Michigan? You still feel?
I don't
like
know. I still think we're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We'll see.
Razorbacks. You think they got any wins left in them the rest of the year?
I told you when they made the change that the season was over, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. So far, it really is. Brandon said they don't play anyone. Okay. Well,
that's what I was saying yesterday.
Hey, let me remind everyone. I just want to remind all of you, because I heard this again last year. Oh, they didn't play anyone. And then what did they do? They won every playoff game all the way to the end.
Yeah.
So let's see who they play when it's all said and done. How about that? Let's just see that. All right. I wish I could talk shit like that about the Razorbacks. You know, just talk mad shit. Go, yeah, my Razorback gonna whoop that ass.
I mean, you can.
I could, but that would be a lie.
Right.
It'd just be a lie. You know. All right. We'll be back in just a minute.
Darkness is coming, nightfall be here soon. On the verge of seeing my own tragic ruin. In the pitch black ink, monsters they do seek to prey on and torment those who are weak. Looking for you, I need you to reach down, pull me through. Could you, would you pull me many creatures looking to gnaw my bones. I wish there were detours, but my monsters are like a field full of fears, growing strong in the wild. It's time to come with me. Oh, my child, my child, my child, my sweet, sweet sunshine. So many creatures looking to gnaw my bones. I wish there were detours, but my monsters are homegrown. Oh, my monsters are looking for you. I need you to reach down, pull me through. Could you, would you, can you pull me through? The monsters are coming. Could you, would you, can you pull me through?
Bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
Yeah. but he just dropped 50K. Says his new challenger will blow me away. Coming down the street a deep Mopar rumble. Love my bro, but gotta make him humble. Yeah, you rolling up in a candy new whip. Tapping on the gas, make the RPMs flip. A checkered flag appointment, I'll never be late. Cause that bitch is rocking a super sport plate. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with a Challenger. Camaro or Mustang with a big old tail. But not a one of them better than my 71 Chevelle. Yeah. Chrome skull shifter ready for the push. Bored out, lower snout raised up in the tush. It'll Brock and double pump Holly. Off the line so fast, warps time like Dolly. Ain't nothing wrong with the Challenger. Camaro or Mustang with a big old tail. But not a one of them better than my 7-in-1 Chevelle. Whoa, yeah. We can go an eighth, quarter, or the full M. No matter what you choose, your outcome is grim. You say my baby got that old engine smell, but that's the sweet perfume of a 71 Chevelle. Ain't nothing wrong with the Challenger. Camaro or Mustang with a big old tail. But not a one of them better than my 7-in-1 Chevelle. Bring the pink slip next time, bro.
All right, we are back. Good morning. It is Patrick and the people. What is today? Tuesday, is it?
Yeah, I think so. It's one of those days that ends in Y.
Yeah, one of those days that ends in Y. It'll work. So listen, if you do not know, if you have not heard, we have announced the retirement and roast. It is December 14th at the Looney Bin for myself, where several of my good friends will conspire to say the worst things possible about me, and you'll get to laugh at all of it. You can get tickets now at the Looney Bin. Little Rock Looney Bin. It's looneyBinLR.com. And go over there. $20 for the ticket. It's going to be a hell of a night because we're going to have performances from John Bailey as well as the Arkansas debut for Vantage Ruins, which is our good friend and resident rock star Luke Shoemaker. Yesterday, by the way, so go get tickets, please, by the way. Go get tickets because it's going to sell out, and I want you to have a ticket. So please don't wait.
Right.
Please don't, because this literally will sell out. Yesterday, after the show, I went over to meet with Blake, the producer, one of Luke's producers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And we went through the album.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, and we started going through the concept and everything, and, he's like, so here's what I kind of see, and he started showing me some of the stuff that he was thinking about for it, and I was like, that's exact. I couldn't have described it. I could have never told you in a million years what I needed. That's what I needed.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
And so I was fired up about it because I'm like, yeah, this is going to be exactly what I wanted to put it all together and make it as good as I hoped it would be.
So do we get like at least will it be done in time? Will we get a one-track premiere on the PATV show?
I'm sure. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel confident that it will be. Yeah, I'm hoping if all goes well, maybe we'll have it done by the show.
Yeah,
but I don't know yet. As I told him, listen, I mean, I'm I'm not going to push time on this because I want it to be done right.
Right, absolutely.
I don't want it to just be rushed because I worked too hard in crafting what I have done so far to just, hurry the end of it.
Right.
But I was super happy about it, and I think it's
That's
going to
awesome.
be, I think it's going to be dope.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be dope. I saw this story, and it's a very interesting and a very telling story. I think one that I'm actually happy to see.
Okay.
Palantir Technologies, they're wrapping up the first stage of an experiment that puts a controversial thesis to the test. Skip college, go straight to work, and see if the old higher ed path even matters. The Wall Street Journal explained the first of 22 recent high school grads are finishing up what the software company calls a meritocracy fellowship this month. Those who do well will be offered full-time work at the data analytics firm without having taken a single college class. He said, they said college is broken. This is on LinkedIn. Admissions are based on flawed criteria. Meritocracy and excellence are no longer the pursuits of educational institutions. This fellowship is the brainchild of the CEO, who says he no longer has faith that our universities are adequately prepping graduates. The company implored applicants to skip the debt and get the Palantir degree. No word on how many of these inaugural 22 will stay with the company.
Right.
But they detailed on what the fellowships entailed, and it might surprise those who, pictured full immersion into the world of tech. For starters, they went through an intensive 4-week seminar that covered everything from Western history to U.S. culture to leadership, case studies, and even improv. That helps them improve quick thinking skills. After the seminar, they were dropped into teams for the company working on real client projects across industries from healthcare to defense. They said, we felt obligated to provide more than the average internship. They're really still kids, right? So I think that's great, though.
Right.
I think this is a very good sign that businesses, because that's what matters, businesses are beginning to recognize that the college degree may not be what they thought it's supposed to be.
Right.
It's not the be all end all. It does not guarantee you a good employee by any stretch. Now, at one point, up through probably the 80s, it really did. Because not nearly as many people were going to college.
That's
The bottom line is, and then when they said, well, everybody gets to go to college, well, then guess what happens when everybody gets to go? Everybody gets to go. It's not special. And then not only that, but then you water it down and you go, well, we need to make it, where everybody can get through college now.
Right.
And so we water it down, and then you got a bunch of people getting these worthless degrees, no disrespect, but factually speaking,
right.
Look, I know a guy, one of my son's friends, very good person, very good guy, super good family. Went to school, did exactly what he's supposed to do, got himself a business degree.
Right.
And he's doing DoorDash.
Yeah.
And that's sad. Brandon said, well, my little liberal arts degree get me a handshake.
I mean, I think you're right on the topic there. For so long, college was shoved down everybody's throats as, that's what you got to do. This is it, right. This is how you need to go through your 12 years of school. Then you go to college for 4 or 8. I mean, if you want to be a doctor or something special.
That's right.
And then you go take this piece of paper and walk into ABC Business and
get yourself
say,
a fat paycheck.
right. And it did work.
For a while.
Until, like you said, then the market became flooded with
everybody's got a degree.
Right.
And those degrees, I'm sorry to say, some of them aren't the caliber they were 20 years ago.
And again, it comes down to you have 50,000 people with the same degree applying for the one job.
That's right.
Over the 50 people that may have used to apply for it with a degree.
Yes, that's right.
And those 50 people want to be there, study. It's what they're meant to do or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm not, and I went to school for radio broadcasting. I'm not going to go get a degree in psychology.
But look,
because somebody sits down and starts telling me their problems, I'm gonna be like, shut up.
But and this is in no way a slight. But to illustrate the point, you went to school for broadcasting.
Right.
I did not.
Right. Again.
What?
And you've had a 20-year successful career.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's crazy.
just now
Yeah.
starting to open the door.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's wild how that what really works and what doesn't.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I hope we are turning that corner. Not to say that there's not degrees that are worthwhile. I mean, clearly, if you're going to get in tech, if you're going to get in medical
Look, it'll flip back
engineering.
the other way.
Well, yeah.
Because really
we're gonna
what's-
dial into the right courses.
Well, and what's going on now is that the trade side is picking up.
Yes.
Now everybody needs trade people. So if you have a whole bunch of people that flip and go to the trade degree, then all of a
It'll turn
sudden
back
it's going to
around.
turn back around and degrees will matter.
It'll start working out the right way, but that's why I majored in bowling with a minor in architecture. It's a great combination, Mike. Great combination. Bowling and architecture go so well
You got to
together.
know how to stack those pins.
That's
man.
right, you do. But you're right. You know, it'll all level out. I'm hoping that at some point these greedy bastards that operate these universities will start to go, hey, these courses aren't really that helpful.
Right.
You know, they're not going to help you with what you're trying to do.
Right.
Let's put you in a course that makes sense. I mean, you know, I and I'm sure they must do some kind of. I would think they have to do some kind of career counseling at some point and go, listen, you know, I mean, don't you sit down with them and go, hey, why are you picking a business degree? You know how many people have a business degree,
Right.
Bob? Why don't we find you something that's really going to get you paid? Wouldn't you rather have a career where you get paid?
Yeah.
You know, because that's the conversation you should be having with them as a college admissions person.
Yeah.
But I think they're so busy, like anybody else, just trying to get admissions that they don't care.
Well, I remember when I was getting into high school, I want to say freshman, sophomore year, anyways, I remember taking like a test that was like, you know, things you enjoy doing, and then they would like
Yes.
get a sheet on like, these are some
aptitude
careers.
test.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
may want to.
I think that would, again, you know, in the senior year of high school, I think that'd be a perfect location for that aptitude test.
Right.
Where that maybe you take an aptitude test and the top three things that you are best suited for, you know, you spend, you've got, you know, each of those as a class for your senior year to learn more about that trade. Maybe.
Right.
You know, that might be a good way. T-Mac said, I didn't realize there was a college for broadcasting. I thought it was learned by experience industry. Sometimes it is, but no, Corey he got a degree in broadcast journalism.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he had a degree in it. That's how he started his career with that and being a broadcaster at the college that he worked at.
Yeah.
And then he spent his entire life for the most part in broadcasting. So he used his degree, but you have to look at when he got his degree too.
Yeah.
I mean, look at his age versus,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At that point, everybody didn't have that degree.
Right.
And so, and two, at that point,
Radio was a big booming industry.
it was because, look, they made no joke about how many times they were fired.
Right.
But they would get fired, and 6 months later, they'd show up on another radio station and being paid.
Right.
You know, because that was such an in-demand thing at the time. You know, versus when I left, I didn't get fired. I left.
Right.
And still, you know, turned over every rock in the city, and like, I don't have a spot. I don't have a spot. You know, and I was like, wow, you know, but the business is so different now.
Yeah.
It's a whole different business than when I got in.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
I got in at the tail end of what I would call the golden era of radio. You know, it was the ride out.
Right.
Because I would say from probably the 50s up into the, 2010 was probably the golden era of radio.
Yeah, I would give that to you. Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, because it was '09 when I graduated, and then it seemed like pretty much there was a lot of jobs out there, but I always used to get you just don't have enough experience. We like the way you sound, but
Yeah.
and then it just died out completely.
T-Mac said, why did Corey retire? He was tired. Because he'd been doing it for a long time, and him and his wife wanted to spend more time together and do stuff, and she travels a lot, always has, and I think she's retired now too.
Yeah.
But she traveled all over the world as an educational consultant. She's a brilliant woman, just absolute brilliant, and she would go to other countries like China, and teach them how to set up gifted and talented programs. That was her specialty.
Oh, okay.
And so she implemented that all over the world, really. She would go and teach people how to do that. And so she was always traveling, and he couldn't all the time because if you do radio, it's just like being a TV anchor. You got to be there.
Right.
People count on you to be there.
Yeah.
That may sound silly, but that's a fact.
No, it's,
And so for whatever it was, that's what you got to do.
Right.
And so that's how it is. You don't miss. You take your vacation time, whatever it is, and you negotiate that. And that was something I learned early on was negotiate more vacation time because you're not getting much more money. So by the time it was done, I had 4 weeks every year of vacation.
Yeah.
I didn't usually take it all, but I would try to get it in as much as I could. Pause. Look on to Patrick. He's almost as old. Yeah, no, I am old. I'm 56, bro. Yeah, I'm getting up there. I'm on the short side of these things, brother. We were just talking about that yesterday. That the average man lives to, I think, 72, and woman 76, somewhere right around there.
Yeah.
So if I'm going with the averages, it's a short run here. It's a short run. It's a short run. All right, what else is going on? I did see this yesterday, and I'm not going to play it or anything. I sent it to you. Just disturbing because, we already have so many problems with trying to separate real and fiction with AI and all that. I'm sure that everybody here has seen videos that they think are real and then they realize, oh, it's not.
Yeah.
And our current president, trust me, when I tell you that he says plenty of things without AI that you can
provide their own clips
that you can make your clips from.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, that's just how it is. Facts. But I saw that the BBC had come under fire, and they had shown 2 different videos. They had edited a video of his January 6th speech to make it sound as if he was encouraging people to go down and riot. I mean, they literally spliced 2 parts together from minutes apart and spliced them together where they looked like it was all one sentence.
Right.
And then it showed the side-by-side version of it, and I was like, why? Why do you...
To push their agenda.
Why?
Why not?
Why? I mean, look, you
can make them say whatever you want.
He already does. He already says everything you don't want him to say, and that you do want him to say if you're trying to get clips from him. I mean, look, he says stuff off the cuff nonstop that you can go,
That
did he just say
right.
that?
Yeah.
Did he just say that? He did say that, didn't he? There's a clip going around. It's funny on social media, and it's from a while back. But some reporter was asking him something, and he said something. Well, you don't fuck with America or something like that. And it cuts over to J.D. Vance, and he's just like,
Why would you? Yeah.
Just completely amused by the whole thing. He's like, I can't believe he just said that, but he did, So I'm saying the guy's always got, clips out there.
Right.
It's just bothersome to see because you see the crazies get activated, and that's the kind of stuff that they believe when they see it.
Oh, yeah.
Because crazies don't check facts.
No, they just
check the feelings in, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They check in on
just
feelings.
waiting for something to...
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's...
T-Mac said, I have a patient that's 99 years old. Yeah, look, maybe I'll get there. Who knows? Both my paternal and maternal grandfathers both lived into their 90s.
Yeah.
So anything could happen.
Right.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, we hope you have a lot more years than
I'm just saying that from a statistical average... This is Marco Rubio has the worst poker face when Trump says stuff. He probably does. Yeah. No, it's look. If nothing else, the guy's commentary amuses people at times. I mean, he says some pretty funny stuff, and he's entertaining. I mean, he knows how to captivate people, whether it's good or bad. He knows how to captivate and compel people. He's
like the Howard Stern of presidents, man.
Kind of is. I'll kind of
because like Howard Stern, the whole reason he became as popular as he did was so many people hated him, and tuned in just to get mad at him. Like,
Yeah, but he was also a troll.
yeah.
And that kind of fits 47 as well. He's a little bit
He's
of a troll.
little bit of a troll, yeah.
Wouldn't you say? I
Oh, for sure. Come
Sometimes, and I get it. The people
Shit
who
he
love
says
it,
to
they love
reporters
it.
sometimes,
Yes.
just, oh my God.
I know. I'm like,
It
but
kills me
You
laughing,
don't have
though.
to, man. You don't have to say that, right?
Right.
It's okay to just walk away.
You can just ignore him.
Yeah,
You're the
you
president.
have
You
to
don't
say
even,
anything.
yeah.
You don't have to say shit.
Nope, every time
But
he's
you're
gonna,
gonna, aren't
yep.
you? What station are you with? Yeah. Now that's trash. I mean, he might be right. I don't know, but it's yeah. No college for broadcasting. Ask Rich one for Rockwell about specs. What, Rocky? I don't know what you're saying there. That's
I think he's responding to T-Mac's comment from earlier about that she didn't know there was colleges for broadcasting.
Oh, okay,
So
gotcha,
he was
gotcha.
saying no college for broadcasting because that's the name of the school I went to was Specs Howard. So,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Where was that at?
Southfield, Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So,
what-
Specs Howard School of Media Arts.
So when you were going, because I did not. I didn't go to any college. So what was the class? What kind of classes were you taking pertaining to broadcasting? What were you working on?
It was everything, man. It was specifically so it was a 9-month program.
Okay.
And you came out with a certificate, a
Yeah.
degree in broadcasting or
Okay.
whatever. But yeah, you started off so like the first what was it? I think it was like the first 9 or 12 weeks. You did both television and radio.
Okay.
And they were focused on like TV news producing.
like anchor,
So, yeah,
news
anchor, director, behind the scenes,
Camera, whatever.
camera operator, right.
Okay.
But yeah, we started off and basically we learned essentially all those positions.
Okay. So basically, you got, for lack of a better term, you rotated through the different positions in the first 12 weeks to learn more about each and how it impacted broadcast and how it worked.
Right. And then from there, you broke off and you chose which one you wanted to specialize in. Did you want to go the TV route or did you want to go the radio route?
Yeah.
I, of course, chose radio.
Okay.
From there, then we basically rotated around 4 different stations within the school. So it was all sort of like on-the-job training. We had a little studio for each
Okay.
station. You had
Yeah.
a board op. You had mics and everything. You had a clock.
Okay, so they had like a public radio station they were using, or a radio station they were using.
Well, it was like mock radio stations
Okay.
within the school.
Oh,
But
okay,
like
okay.
if you called the school, like the hold music that you would get would
was
be
that.
one of the radio stations.
But
So-
okay, but they kind of had their own little broadcast thing going.
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
could-
So you learned like
so you
you
could air
learned
check and do all that.
yeah, you learned about doing air checks. You learned about doing commercial production.
Yeah.
You learned about doing prep work and marking out your breaks and everything and
Did they
what they
coach
called-
you on vocal work?
oh yeah, yep.
Yeah. So how did that go? How did they work with you on those kind of things?
So normally what we would do is like
Because yesterday Rich was playing some air checks
yeah.
from back in the day, and
Yeah.
it was crispy. It sounded just like a DJ should.
Right.
I mean, it was perfect. Go ahead.
Well, thank you. That's basically what it was all about. So what
Good
we would
morning,
do is
Lindsay.
we would what's up, Lindsay? We would record either whatever the project was. So I know there was one for production, there was one for air
Yeah.
check, breaks, and all that. But we would record them and turn them into our teachers. That's what
Okay.
they'd send us out on the project. At the end of the day, we'd turn our commercial, whatever it was,
Yeah.
into the teacher.
Yeah.
And then we would get a score sheet back based on like timing, delivery,
Okay.
emotion that you
Yeah.
conveyed. Did it match up with what they were looking for? My biggest problem when I was starting out was that I was very sing-songy.
Yeah.
And that took me a long time
To get
to
past.
get over and everything. But
Yeah, I don't,
breathing from the diaphragm, yeah.
I don't know how it would have differed for me if I went to school. I'm certain it would have the way I developed because I didn't develop the way I guess a tradition. I don't know if there is a traditional broadcaster, but I started as a character
Right.
and just talking was what I did. I never put on a voice. This was just the one I was born with.
Right.
So I never put one on or anything, but I did pretty quickly weed out a lot of the draw.
Yeah.
in my voice
Yeah.
because it, and trust me, you get me drinking a little bit, you get me real comfortable, you'll see just how country I can slide into because I still grew up. a
I've
little bit
only ever
country.
heard you turn British.
Yeah, no, that's only on
Allegedly.
shrooms, yeah, allegedly. Allegedly.
But no, that
What's
was
up, Eric?
that was funny you mentioned that. That was a specific thing that we were taught on. They wanted you to have the Midwest accent. They said
Yeah.
that's like the most widely accepted accent among radio.
Because it's the least characterized by an affectation of any kind.
Yeah.
You know, you got the slow, hey, Western, California, hey, man.
Right.
And then you got the New York accent, which is, you're talking real fast like that, and then the South, of course,
Y'all.
y'all, you got all the
Yeah.
Southern drawl.
When I first moved down here, that was the set. So radio was sing-songy.
Yeah.
When I first moved down here and started out my radio career, it was you guys. I had to get rid of saying you guys.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah, they were like, no, you say y'all. And I was
Yeah.
like, y'all, you guys, Yeah, no.
Yeah, and sometimes I'll say y'all, sometimes I'll say you guys. It just depends, but there's no rhyme or reason.
Right.
So
It was a fun
so
time, though.
when you graduated from there, you came immediately here,
Yeah. Yep.
and
Yeah.
and so
I came
where
to
did
Arkansas
you start
first?
What-
So, man, originally I started up in Michigan because they had internships.
Oh, okay.
So that would lead you kind of like towards your last 8 weeks of school.
Yeah.
You'd go intern at a radio station. And that was, I learned later on, that's really what you were supposed to do. You're supposed to go intern at a station and then stay at that station after college for like 2 or 3 years in the hopes that eventually somebody quits and they go, hey, you've worked here free for 3 years. Let's go ahead and
Oh,
give you
right.
a shot,
and that truly is how radio worked. I mean,
That really is. That really is.
I mean, I'd love to tell you that was not the case, but I can name 3, 4, 5 people who took paths similar to me to try and do what happened for me. A couple of them made it. One of those is Keith Gleason over at Power 92.3, and I've known Keith many years. When I had my stand-up tour going, Keith was coming up in comedy. Very funny guy, super funny guy. Always was just top shelf funny.
right.
Just had the right persona. And we sat and talked for several times. And he said, man, I'm just going to do exactly what you're doing. And I said, okay, bro. And look, he's been on Power 92 for years.
Yeah.
Now. He absolutely ran the playbook.
Hell yeah, man.
And good for him. I'm so happy that he did. There were others who wanted to and did try it. They just didn't quite have the same outcome, not necessarily because they weren't talented or anything like that. But,
Right.
But my voice just developed over the course of what I was doing.
Right.
Because when I did start, my voice was not nearly as honed as it is, now.
Okay.
Now my voice is a much better radio voice than it was then. It wasn't that it wasn't a good one. It was just, it had a lot of affectation in it. It was still a lot of drawl and a lot of a lot of things that didn't belong there.
Yep, that was another one they harped on. Little Doggy said it's awesome when Rich is the one being interviewed because apparently
because Corey would coach me, and he would say, you're using this as a fall-on phrase. When you get stuck, this is what you say.
Right.
And I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, you can't go,
I am doing
yeah,
that, darn it.
yep.
It wasn't in that time. It took me a minute. The uhs were the easier part to get by.
Yeah.
But it was, I would have a phrase I would go to. And I don't even remember now in my head what it was. I'd have to think about it for a second. Yeah. It was not, but I'd have to think about it. There was a phrase I used.
Yeah.
But he said, you got to quit leaning on that. And I was like, oh, I didn't know I was.
Yeah.
Because you don't realize.
You
sometimes.
don't in the instance, man.
No,
you
it's
don't.
just, it becomes habitual.
Right.
So you have to be real careful with that. It's like people who always go, or like, and they say it 100 times in a row.
Yep.
And you're like, please stop saying like or
It's amazing how much we don't actually listen to what we say.
Right.
Like when you're saying,
That's true.
Right? Yeah.
No, that's true. And that's another thing, too, that's painful. It's always been painful for me. I know this sounds crazy, but I don't want to go back and listen or watch me. I'll listen.
I can't do it either, man. It feels a little bit
It just feels weird.
Yeah,
It's icky.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just
I'm
feels,
like, why am I really that
Yeah,
egotistical
yeah,
that I have to listen to
but-
myself talk?
But that's what they wanted me to do
Yeah.
is you go back and listen to yourself and air check yourself, and I was like, it's too painful.
Yeah.
It's too painful. I got to keep moving. If you see something you don't like, tell me, but I can't. No, it hurts too much. I'd rather get in a fist fight than I would do that.
But yeah, so I moved down here. Originally, I was supposed to start at KLAZ. In Hot Springs. That's what had brought me down here.
Okay.
Was actually one of my good friends that had gone to college and graduated in the class before me had moved down here and was working at KLAZ.
Okay.
And so when I was going through and graduated, a lot of times I'd kind of, hey, check this out. Let me see what you think of it. They did, and just so happened one time that they were checking it out, and the production manager of KLAZ was in there and was like, who's that? So, anyways, they ended up kind of offering me, come down, check it out, see what you think.
Yeah.
Then they got put on a hiring freeze. I didn't get the job.
Yeah.
But that's the rest is kind of history from there. I've done the morning radio show. The one morning radio show I did was in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a small little station called KPYN, I think is what it was. It was in Atlanta, Texas.
Atlanta, Texas.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
wow.
I was the #1 morning show host, though,
In Atlanta,
in Atlanta, Texas, because I was the only morning show
Well,
guy
that's
in
all that
Texas.
matters. You don't have to use the second sentence at
Right,
all.
that's all that
You
matters.
never have to say that. You just say I was the #1.
I
was a #1 morning show host in Texas.
I rocked out that morning
That's all
swap
you
shop
gotta say.
show like you wouldn't believe.
Doesn't matter. You were a #1 morning show host in Texas.
Absolutely. There you
let
go.
people come to their own
Yep.
conclusions. Yeah, no, that's exactly right. Little Doggy said his voice changed so much. I knew I sounded country, but I didn't know it was straight banjo, mistress. For a few years in his career, I actually thought Patrick was black. Little Doggy's he's such a liar.
Mistress said earlier, she said when we came on the show and she listened back, she was appalled at the sound of her voice.
Everybody
Damn,
feels
yeah.
that way. And there's a real obvious reason for it that people don't think about all the time,
Yeah,
which is that so literally in your head there's an echo chamber.
right.
The bones around your ears. Okay, so when you hear your voice in your head when you're speaking, it's echoing through those. When you hear it outside of that, it's not.
Yeah.
It sounds thinner because you're not hearing the way you hear it in your head. Those bones reverberate. So what you hear in the broadcast is closer to probably the reality.
Right, yeah.
Whether you like it or you don't, but it is harder to hear because you never hear it that way. It just sounds so thin and pale compared to what you think it sounds like.
Right.
What's up, Mark? How you doing?
Michigan mom says go rich. Okay. I don't
Michigan mom says go rich. There you go.
Well, thank you.
Go rich, go. All right,
Right.
let's take a break. We'll be back in just a minute.
She don't give a damn what they're saying on the news. Pics from the private plane, looking at me with those blues. Her ass is filling out them jeans, so good should be illegal. Those patriotic curves hugged in American Eagle. She's my brand new obsession. Oh yeah, rub it like a genie. Ain't no doubt she's the one. Hey, there's Sydney Sweeney. Hey, there's Sydney Sweeney. Just saw her new Insta, blasting Target. just pack up, head to California. Could pull up on ya in just a single day. When we meet, I know you'll see it too. Let's walk some red carpets. Yes, it's just me and you. She's my brand new obsession. Oh yeah, rub it like a genie. Ain't no doubt she's the one. Hey there, Sydney Sweeney. Hey there, Sydney Sweeney. Slow tempo. White Lotus euphoria, once upon a time in Hollywood, and even Madam Web, though it's not that good. In a video with the Rolling Stones, or just a commercial for jeans alone. Doesn't matter what role she plays, 'cause I'm gonna watch it anyway. She's my brand new obsession. Oh yeah, rub it like a genie. Ain't no doubt she's the one. Hey there, Sydney Sweeney. Hey there, Sydney Sweeney. Girl, could you just call me?
All right, we are back. We are back. We are back. Let's see. Mike has a voice for radio if he wanted.
Yeah.
He does. Mike Woodall has a little dog. He has a great voice. He really does.
Absolutely.
T-Mac said, not like other women who have come on, but my mom has a manly voice, and so did my grandma. Okay. Yeah. Do they know that? Did you just tell them that? They didn't know all this time?
Els one said, "Great, the voices in my head are different than the normal voices outside of them."
Yes,
Yeah.
that's great. Yeah, that is correct. No, it's a weird phenomenon because that's why people hate hearing themselves recorded, because it is so different. There's no reverberation.
Really, 100%. That's what even got me on the path of broadcasting. Was because I was hosting trivia game shows up in Michigan.
Oh, yeah?
At little bars and stuff.
Okay.
And we were sponsored by Miller Brewing Company, so we got to give out like Miller swag and stuff. And
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun. It was a great fun
I bet
job.
that was
man.
fun, actually.
Yeah. And so like originally when I started with them, I don't know why they just sent me out to what I called the outskirts, the country bars in Michigan and stuff like that. And the show started picking up. And people used to come up to me all the time and be like, "Man, you've got a really great voice. Have you ever thought about doing radio?" And no, I'm just, I didn't know what I was going to do yet. Right now, I'm hosting trivia shows and being 20
Yeah.
years old and
That's pretty
getting
dope.
free drinks at the bar for a few hours,
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Gig.
Right.
I mean, to be honest with you, at that age.
Right. It
that's-
was a
that's
great
pretty
job
tough.
for a 20-something.
So you've really, I mean, if you think about it, you've been leveraging your voice since you were, a kid.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
it's
really.
crazy to think about, but yeah,
I mean,
going
you
back
really
to it,
have,
yep.
man. I mean, even coming
It's
down,
always been present in some way, shape, or form.
no, it's more than you think because
Because I've always excelled in like sales jobs.
well, but you have excelled at sales via the phone,
right,
and so that speaks again to your voice.
right.
Same, I spent a decade doing stuff over the phone like that, and you learn through that to how to tighten that voice and how to use inflection.
Right.
To make statements or say things without saying things, or all these different things that because if you want to be good on the phone, look, there's a million people calling,
Right.
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 And if you want to get someone's attention, you got to do it quick.
Yep.
Now,
Yep.
I'll tell you that I'm not proud of this, but back in the day, there's a company still around, Heritage, and probably half the people watching, listening have worked there at some point or another, because they're a phone soliciting fundraising company, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know how we got away with using aliases and things like that, but that we did.
Yeah.
We all were using aliases, and I have no clue why. That's even not sure it was legal, But those guys.
You didn't want anybody to catch you out in the parking lot for interrupting their dinner, man.
No, but it was so funny. Some of the things guys would say, and it kind of I don't know. It was a fun job in a way. There was a guy named Phil. Phil Blunt, Philly Blunt. Phil was funny as hell, but he would call a guy, and he would put on this completely different voice when he'd start calling.
Yeah.
But depending on where we were calling. But if we were calling in the South, he would get this grizzled up. I didn't catch your skin in your lizard, did I? That's what he'd say. No matter how many times I heard him say it, it still made me laugh.
Right?
I don't even know what it meant. Really.
I mean,
but it was funny.
I get it, dude.
I mean, it would
if
get
my
someone's
phone rang,
attention.
an unknown number, and the first thing, I'm gonna listen.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah, I'm bought in.
Right.
Yeah.
You got me.
No, it was great, all the characters that people would portray, and so it inspired me to do different characters, and I as well,
right,
would say stupid shit to people to try to get their attention, and that was very early on. I was super young then, probably 21, 22,
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner. Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever been going around your house and going, "Are you freaking kidding me?"
No, it wasn't like that, but I would put on a grizzled up voice, sound more, Yeah, no, I did a lot of that.
Yeah, little doggy. So you just made my day by simply saying hello. Yeah, that would. Yeah.
Yeah. That's some shit
I used to do.
I hear you, Ellis. I hear you.
My brother said, "Got a question? What are the earphones for when you're in radio? It's so we can hear ourselves."
Yeah. It is. It's in TV. You have a monitor, or on a stage, if you're performing, you have a monitor most of the time as an artist, so you can hear how you sound, and that's what the headphones do. Plus, the other thing it does is sometimes if we do this. Okay, if I don't have headphones on, I don't know how loud that is. I don't know if it's playing through. I don't know if you're hearing it. And I wouldn't know, like, for example, this will be loud. That's probably louder
than it is to us. Yeah,
because I just raised up the sound quite a bit on it, right? So it helps me hear if my mic gets too hot. Yeah. See how that's too hot right there. So you have to bring it down. So that's why you would use headphones, is so that you can hear and regulate the sounds that are coming to you,
right?
The listener, to make sure that it sounds right. All right.
What was I gonna say here? Hang on.
What? Okay, you got something going on?
No, I just
Well, meanwhile, listen. We may be on the backside of this, but would
What's
love
up,
to
Luke?
go home with. What's up, Shoemaker? Would love to go home with some hardware from the Arcast Awards. The Arkansas Podcast Awards are coming up. If you go over to our Facebook pages, you can link to it and vote for us. It would be great. We've been nominated for 8 different awards, and if we could, get a little bit of hardware before
Absolutely.
we bounce, I think it would be awesome to do that.
Speaking about that, when is that coming up? We need to get to. We need to figure out our schedule to go.
Yeah,
to
we
that.
do. Luke said, legit working on roast jokes as we speak. I know you are, my friend. I know you are.
Okay.
And I can only imagine what you're going to bring to the
So
table.
that's coming up quick.
Is it?
November 14th, man.
Oh,
That's just not this Friday, but next Friday.
okay. So we need to make.
So we need to,
Yeah, we need to
make
figure
some
out our
plans to
plans
figure
there,
out.
don't we?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so let's talk about that then, and we'll get that going on. Figure out how we're going to work through that.
So I had a little bit of news for you, man. I don't know if you. I don't know
Mark
if you.
said he voted.
Okay.
What
is going on?
Who's
Yeah.
voting? Please tell me. I don't even know.
Because I haven't been able to
Is it
find out a thing.
Maybe it's Little Rock. It's because I don't think we've got anything going on.
Oh,
What?
voted in the Arcast Awards, man.
Oh, idiots. Idiots. Mark, thank you. We're just idiots. Never mind. We were flashing back to earlier. Sound like a couple of morons.
Go vote for us. What the fuck is going on? Who's voting?
Who's
Yeah.
voting? No, it's great.
Awesome.
That'll
Thank
be
you,
your date
T-Mac.
to the awards.
Come
Hey,
on.
he needs a date to the
Come
awards.
on,
for
you
sure.
can absolutely. I will take you up on that.
Yeah.
100%. So this will be one for everybody to talk about because it's right here at home. I caught it yesterday and I was like, "You have got to be kidding me!" And then I read the whole story and I was like, "Phew,
Yeah.
man, there's a lot there."
Okay.
But I don't know if you heard about this, but apparently this woman in Paragould was arrested. She's accused of assaulting a teenager and possibly threatening to shoot others. The incident happened on Halloween
Oh, shit.
while some trick-or-treating was going on. And
Not trick or treat bashing. We got some candy scrapping going on.
no, not over
Is this
candy.
over
I
some
mean,
Reese's?
it says
Bitch,
Paragould.
you're not taking the last Reese's. You're gonna split it, or we fight
Right,
now.
right. But I brought you this lovely nut ragu.
Pause. Hard pause. Pause again. Just keep pausing.
A Paragould woman is being held behind bars after police say she assaulted a 16-year-old girl and threatened to shoot another person.
Oh.
On October 31st, officers responded to a physical altercation. When they arrived, they found a teen victim suffering from multiple serious injuries to her face and head. The child was taken to a local hospital for treatment. Apparently, according to the affidavit, this woman, Eubanks, Trish Eubanks is her name. So apparently Eubanks...
Hold on. Whatever. Look, she may be completely in the wrong in this, all right? She may be completely in the wrong in this. But you know, her name being out there, boy, it's just been everywhere for, since
Oh,
LA.
yeah.
You know,
Oh, dude.
she's so tired. I bet she's running from the news right now.
Well, she's not running anywhere. She's in jail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I guess she's not running from the
She's being held on a $50,000 cash-only bond.
Oh.
Dude, it was
That's
she
serious.
messed up the
I saw that, I think according to the story, that broke her nose and two other bones in her face.
Yeah, man. It
Yeah.
was
Now,
Apparently, I've heard multiple things, but it sounds like to me, like at the base of it all, it's neighborhood and maybe neighbor rivalry going
it's a
on.
dispute over some hunting property and whether someone had permission to hunt on it, was hunting on it, and apparently, at least according to this, one of them, and I don't know which side, admitted to somewhat taunting the other, saying, "Yeah, I shot a deer on your property" or whatever. You know,
Right.
I guess. They're just having words, but one side said, hey, we're just out trick or treating with our kid, and trying to mind our business and do our thing, and we have had problems. They came up, they were confrontational. We're having words, and the 16-year-old, who apparently, according to them, is tall, got in the face of the adult and punched her. Now, again, this is just the story.
Right.
I'm not telling you this is what happened. I'm telling you the stories that each side told. So, according to this, the woman, because she was in a mask, did not know it was a kid.
Right.
And she was bigger than her. So she fought back. Now, that's what that side says. The other side says the opposite of that. Says that, they were out there, they started talking to them, harassing them, and that the woman got in the girl's face and just went at her.
Right. That's what I had seen. Yeah.
Yeah. And so both sides are saying basically the opposite. They're both admitting they got into it.
Right.
It's just
Which side?
what led to it and whose fault was it,
Did
right?
you see the
So they're interviewing apparently all the witnesses that were there to try to clarify what happened.
Right. Did you see the reply from the husband of the wife that's in jail or whatever to the other, like basically saying like, man, come on, you know what this is about, like knock it off. Yeah.
Look, I don't know what happened there, but if you hit her hard enough to break 3 bones in her face,
Right.
I mean, A, that's a pretty hard hit.
Yeah.
B, that's not one. I mean, you didn't do that with one punch. Break 3 bones, I promise you.
Right.
So you had to just pound well on the head of that person.
Yeah, there was the picture of
Yeah.
the
Now, I'm not saying that she didn't hit first or the lady wasn't defending herself. I don't know.
Right.
I'm just saying though that that's a lot of punching.
Yeah.
I mean, now I'll be honest with you. You know, we talked about this a little bit earlier, which is as a kid when we would fight. You know, you fight, you knock somebody down, and you stop.
That's what I was saying.
You
At least
stop.
respectable fight,
You
like
stop
you know,
for a minute.
wait and see if they.
Typically, you're going to hear, "You good? Are you done now?
Right.
Are you done now?" And then either they're going to say yeah or no, and they're going to get back up, and you're going to fight some more.
Right.
You know, and I've done that. I've done both of them. You know, I've been both of them. I've said no, I'm done, and I got up and fought some more. You know, I mean, I've been both sides of that. But it does seem that man, that's a pretty big beat down for that kid.
Yeah.
So
I mean, at some point you had to. You
think-
should have been able to.
you know, I assume that's why she's been incarcerated with a cash bond,
Right.
Because they're holding her more accountable, at least because she's 41 and not a minor. You know,
But still, why are we getting in fights? And I mean,
well,
come on.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, you're getting in a fight on Halloween, trick or treat.
Right.
I mean, you can't hold your shit for
Right. You can't just shut your mouth
For-
and you know that's what happened.
no.
Is somebody mouthed off and said something, and then probably the other parent went and said something.
Yeah.
And then when it's parents, all of a sudden the kids want to get involved and
Yeah.
defend their parent, and
Yeah.
then it just, dude,
Yeah. That's
don't
exactly
tell my kid that. And,
Yeah. Don't talk to my mom like that.
Yeah.
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 No, I beat a guy's ass one time for talking to my mom like that. I sure
See?
did. I sure did, man. He said something that I would not repeat still to this day to my mom in my front yard. And I beat the shit out of him. My mom said, "You know what? Normally I wouldn't say that was okay, but I'm glad you did that." He was an asshole. He had it coming to him, you know. But I took my sure ass whoopings too as a kid. You know, that's how the neighborhood worked. You know, sometimes you won, sometimes you lost, and you get up and you be hanging out and
Try
playing
again.
the next day.
Yep.
You know, guys,
That's what made friends.
yeah, we didn't care. We'd fight and hang out. We'd fight and we hang out, and just that way. Sometimes.
Right. Yeah, Mr. said walk away when it's just words.
Absolutely,
Yeah, I mean,
what you should do. No, and particularly if you're talking about, you know, a huge holiday night with a bunch of kids around.
Right.
The last thing you want to do is act like an asshole in front of a bunch of kids.
For real.
It's really a horrible example. I mean, just walk the hell away. Just get in
just,
your car. And
yeah,
leave.
you can leave.
You can leave. You know, it's these reasons why I always stay armed. Ellis said, "Yeah, no, a lot of people probably feel that way, man. I mean, yeah. Let me just reach down here and just tap that real quick.
Right, let you know, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not playing around, Sonny. You know." No, you probably don't need to do that on Halloween either, to be honest with you. No, you don't need to do that. Yeah, that's terrible to get in that kind of scrap. I mean, I, you know, I'm sure they both have some regrets now, especially the one sitting in Trish there.
I
who's sitting
mean,
in jail.
You'd think so, but I think they're just
Dug
feeling
in.
it move. Yeah,
Yeah,
each side is, you know, because I can't find it, but I did see there was a response from like a letter that was sent to the husband.
Yeah, how are
Your
you
charger.
charged? Yeah, let me
that's
borrow
my
it for a
charger.
minute.
Yeah, you're good. But yeah, I did see there was a response where he was like, "Come on," and I did hear the part as soon as I read the line in the article about somebody killed a deer on somebody's property or something,
Yeah,
and I was like, "Oh,
yeah, that's what this is about. This is about some dumbass shit, you know. Look, and I get it. I mean, I you know, you want to, man, it's bullshit. Really.
Right.
It's just a bunch of bullshit. That's all.
Right.
None of that is a good enough reason to do that on Halloween, man. Now, if someone's taking again the last Reese's, yeah,
right."
yeah, no, you can scrap. Let's throw it down. It's not a Glock in my pants, Major.
I know we didn't really get a chance to promote it much, but if anybody has been following along that whole Dirks High School thing that was
Oh,
going
yeah.
for the T-Mobile,
Yeah.
they did win.
Did they?
Yes, they won the
Did
$1
they
million.
really?
Yes. Yep.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
man.
Yep. It was announced a couple days ago.
Really?
But yeah, winning $1 million prize for a football stadium and athletic facility upgrades.
That is so awesome,
Yeah,
man.
man.
What school is that?
Dirks.
Dirks.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to pronounce
Is
it.
it high, junior high?
High.
High.
Yeah. Yep. High school. Yep.
That's
Dirks
probably
High
the
School.
most they've ever had in their life.
Yeah. Yep. Said they secured the win through an overwhelming number of votes, garnering nearly 2 million votes in defeating the second place school by over 500,000.
I need those people to vote for us.
Right?
Can y'all come vote for us? Good fences make good neighbors, Mistress says. Yes, sometimes they do. You know, we did have. I think there was a couple neighbors that my parents had issues with. The first one I remember was when I was in first grade. Yeah, first grade, and we lived in Shannon Hills, where a lot of white trash did. And anyway, my neighbors. Parents and my parents, they didn't like each other at all. They hated each other. And so I don't know why, but they scheduled a fight between me and their son. We were both 6. They scheduled a fight for the front yard at 6 p.m. And so all the family on each side gathered around to watch this fight that I didn't want to be in. You know, and it's like,
if only I would have known you.
Yeah, right.
I could have started my announcing career so much earlier on.
You could have. No, and so my dad spent the hour before trying to teach me how to fight because I'm 6. I'm 6 years old. I'm supposed to be fighting anybody. I'm supposed to be drawing pictures and shit, playing with Hot Wheels and whatnot.
Oh, you're gonna draw pictures?
Yeah.
In blood.
In blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had to go out there and fight.
You have you chase a chicken?
No. And the fight didn't last long. I didn't want to fight. No. But
where was your heart,
fought.
man?
It wasn't there. It was not there. Later on, you know, about 5th grade, I got the urge to fight. That's when I discovered I kind of do like it a little bit. You know, now that I come to find out Dad wasn't completely wrong. And there's a little joy in punching someone square in their fat dome when they run that clap trap.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I had a friend of me named Ricky. Old Ricky. And Ricky and I in 5th grade, 6th grade, we were getting fights on the playground all the time. And we were frenemies. Sometimes we'd hang out. Sometimes we'd scrap, you know. But I got suspended so many times fighting that one dude. I don't know why. We just did. There's something that didn't quite vibe with us, and we just scrapped all the time.
Yeah. And
then after I got the taste of it, I was like a bad, you know, like one of those stupid pit bulls that you fight. I just wanted to fight all the time then.
Got your first taste of
it. Yeah. And I just wanted to scrap kids all the time until finally my mom said, you know, you can't fight everybody, right?
Right. Right.
So you got to kind of stop now. And I was like, okay.
Danita says good morning.
Danita.
Danita, yep.
Yeah.
Danita Huff.
What's Danita Huff? Yeah. What's up, Danita? How you doing?
She said good morning on Facebook.
Good morning to you. She is an amazing human being. She's a longtime listener and friend. She's a good person. Neighbors were the Savages, Cobbs. They lived up to their name. So Mark,
everybody's had that neighbor story. I remember when I was a kid in my neighborhood, there was this old lady that lived like 4 doors down from us because we were in a condo complex. Or whatever.
Okay.
So, you know, a whole bunch of probably about 100 condos all on the whatever. And but she was just the old biddy of the neighborhood that
there's always one.
She stayed inside her house all the time, but somehow she knew everything that was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
all she ever did was look out the window.
Right, and that was the only time she came outside was to yell at us kids about what we were doing. And
Yeah, she was. There's always that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. In my neighborhood, it was Joanne.
Yeah, ours was Libby.
Libby, yeah, okay. No, Joanne, you didn't get on Joanne's yard. She didn't want you out of the yard. She didn't want you around her house.
Right.
She didn't want to hear you. She didn't want to see you.
We always used to go up to just that line and try and harass them as much as possible.
Yeah, because kids are bastards. That's exactly what we did. Yeah,
back before you got shot for doing that stuff.
There was a lesbian couple that moved in at the end of the street, about 3 houses from it was a dead end, and every one of us tried to go look in the windows. Every one of us. Let's go look. Let's see if we can see anything. Let's go look in the window. You could never see anything, but we were just hoping one day.
Just one.
We're just going to see some girls kissing and doing things.
You would have died happy.
Oh, my God. It would have been the greatest day ever. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? It would have been the greatest day of my life.
All right.
Yeah. And then I'd have probably been attracted to butch-looking ladies forever. But as it turns out, I never saw any action, so it didn't matter.
Oh, yeah, that's just Tomcat at heart.
Yeah, no, we did all kinds of dumbass stuff as kids, man. We were always, we'd steal wood and stuff from places, and
Oh,
build
yeah.
forts or ramps or things like that. We'd go scour the neighborhoods looking for stuff, grabbing stuff. Yeah, all the time, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Did y'all do that? Did you run around the neighborhood as a kid
Oh, yeah.
and stuff? What kind of trouble did you get into?
So much.
Did you ever fight girls, Patrick? That's a weird question. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No, I got in a fight once with a girl.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was just a bad event. She was much bigger than I was. She was beating my ass, to be honest with you. She was on top punching me in the face, and I just did what I could do, which is I bit. And it was her boob.
Not the boob. Come
I
on.
didn't know.
Come on, man.
I'm getting punched in the face. I'm going to do what I got to do. That dad came down. Want to talk to my dad. You know what your son did? Your son fights. Yeah, so does his dad. What do you want? I don't know why.
They'll make us set up the ring.
Yeah, no, I wish. My dad, he liked to be violent, but he didn't want the boys to be.
Oh, yeah.
No, he would make us he would make us debate and do different things if we got caught fighting, which turned out pretty good in general.
Right.
Patrick wrestled a lot of them, well, so to speak. Yeah. No, I really didn't, to be honest. I wanted to be a player in school. Everybody does, I think, but I was not. I had girlfriends like anybody else, but I was never that guy.
Yeah.
Wanted to be that guy.
Wanted to be, same.
Everybody wants to be that guy.
Everybody wants to.
But there's only 2 or 3 guys who are really that guy.
That guy,
and I'm not even sure if they were that guy. You know what I'm saying? But, the quarterback, in our case, Daryl Patton, who's a coach, or was, I don't know. I think he's still a coach.
I was the stoner scapegoat.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did join that crew.
Yeah.
I did join that crew.
I was
later on.
I was the one that for some reason everybody's parents were always like, "Oh, Richie, he's a good kid. My kid won't go get in trouble." So like my friends, when they would get grounded from getting in trouble with other friends, mutual friends, they would, after like
They
a
could
couple
come to
days,
your
they'd ask their
You were-
parent, they'd be
you were
like,
Eddie Haskell.
yeah, they were
You
like,
were.
"Hey, can I at least go over to
You were
Rich's?"
that
And they were like,
fake-ass kid that everybody thought was good, but you weren't. You were a badass little kid.
and they were like, "Sure."
But they all thought you were good because yes, ma'am.
And everybody,
ma'am.
absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
Then everybody would come over and hang out, and yep.
T-Mac said, I attacked my grown-ass neighbor when I was 15 for talking shit to my mama. Really? That's a serious scrap
Right?
there. How did that play out? Did you win is the question. Did they leave? Did you get in trouble? Was your mom happy? Did the cops show up? I mean, that's quite a story right there. That's quite a tale that you
We need to
went
find out
scrap
more
it.
about that.
Yeah, I'd love to know more about that. I assume this grown-ass neighbor was a female, I'm guessing. I don't know. Was it a male? Tell us more, please. Brandon said I was that guy. Which guy? Which guy was he?
Right. I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. So, yeah, but I realized somewhere about 15, 16 that fighting was not my bag.
Yeah.
I didn't really want to do that anymore. The guys got a lot bigger.
It was,
When you got to high school, those guys, there were some big-ass guys, and then you're like, no.
my craziness quieted down after I was 16 and was involved in a drug raid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
that was-
exciting.
that was enough for me to be like,
There was
"All right,
enough excitement.
we're gonna chill out now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did that? Did you have drugs?
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
We were waiting, but
Yeah. we were always
stopped us from
waiting.
getting our bag,
We
man.
were
Yeah.
always waiting.
Always.
Yeah. No, man.
Yeah, I don't know why it always took so long back when we were a kid.
Man, you would think,
you used
man.
to have to call somebody,
Man,
and then
you'd
they'd be like,
call.
"I'll call you back in a half hour."
It's
And
like, why were they so busy?
right,
What were you doing? Because every time I came over, you were just getting high. The same shit you were doing last time I was here. It's like you call and you wait for them to call you back, and you page them again, or you call them again.
right.
And you're like, man.
And then you
know,
got to set up a meeting place.
then they
it's like a 3 to 4 hour adventure.
Lie, like, yeah, I'll call you back here in a little bit, and we'll get together tonight.
Right.
And then they wouldn't. And you'd be like, man,
I really wanna
you'd be
do-
chasing it down for like 3 days.
Yeah.
And why? Don't you want to sell this shit or what? And it's not even that good.
And you had to
man.
have all these code words and everything, man.
Man,
Had to sit there and say, "Hey man, you got any of that green Pepsi?"
That's right. Yeah. Man, I want to buy some green T-shirts.
Yeah.
You know where I can get any?
Yeah.
Like nobody could ever figure it out.
We all thought we were the most sneakiest.
No, the cops would never know what you mean.
Right.
When you say, I want to buy green T-shirts, do you have any? Yeah, it must be a green T-shirt salesman. Huh?
Right.
Nothing to see here. Move on.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Did you ever did you ever get belt taken? Well, hell yeah, I got the belt taken in my ass. Yeah. No, that was my dad's. That was an instructional piece of his training regiment.
Yeah.
Yeah, many different belts, all of them leather. None of them felt good, I promise you. All of them. Dad always had a new belt. That's what I know.
Yeah.
And they all hurt, every one of them. I definitely get that. No. My mom wasn't as much. She would sometimes, but she was kind of a weenie about it, to be honest with you. So I was never really, I was more intimidated. I didn't want to be grounded, but I was never intimidated by, her corporal punishment, if you will.
Right.
But as soon as, the magic words, I'm going to tell your dad. Shit.
Yep, that was the end of it.
You'll
Yep.
start turning backflips. No,
Yep.
no, don't do that. Don't do that. I swear to God, Mom, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I thought, Because that's back when kids were scared of their parents.
Right.
Now, if you say that, they'd be like, okay. So?
Yeah, right.
What? What am I
gonna do?
What's he going to do?
Yell at me for 5 minutes?
Yeah. I tell you what, why don't you come in here and be a social media star? Come on. What? Yeah, come on, Dad. Come on in here and talk that shit.
For real, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'd
Say it into the camera, would you?
Oh, no, if I'd had a smartphone, my dad would have been in prison. I just said, no, Mr. Beam, you can't do that shit. Oh, hell no. No. But there was no phone then,
All right.
Yeah. And if I called I could have called one of the parents, and they'd have said, yeah, you probably, don't aggravate him so much. Don't
That's
aggravate
true.
him.
Why don't you just let him be, man?
It's
just try and stay out of his way.
Stay out of his way.
Ignore him.
Yeah, no, it wasn't anything like, maybe we should tell somebody that he's some kind of maniac.
Just ignore it.
No, because that's how we
That was the advice that was given to. I remember my school counselor saying that. Oh, somebody bothering, just ignore him. Just ignore. It'll go away. It never went away.
Yeah, no.
No.
The school counselor.
But that was their answer.
They didn't know what to do.
No.
They were probably beating their kids too.
Right.
They're like, I want to tell you, shut the fuck up, kid. That maybe I'll stop, But they didn't.
But I can't because I need this job.
My old stepdad used to make paddles and draw on them and drill holes in them. Yeah. Now, the drill holes, I had a coach that did that. So it'd whistle when it came, so you'd hear it coming. That's exactly and it did. It'd go, pow. Yeah. No, it's a
that line right there. Supposedly it hurt him more than it hurt us. Yeah.
Now that was never true.
Yeah, you never believed that. Yeah.
No, I told my dad later that's bullshit. I got an extra whooping for that, but I did. It's gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. I said, no, it's not.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah, and he whooped that ass. Towards the end, I got a little, I got a little bigger and a little mouthier, and it got a little trickier, and then I got kicked out. That's how it goes.
Right.
Once you hold them against the washer and dryer and you don't let them go,
then you're
like, no, you're not going to do that to me this time,
right.
boss. No, you're done this time.
That was the done.
And he was like, you better let me go, and I was like, you better leave me alone. You're going to let me go? No, he was so mad. Oh, man, he was mad. I got booted out. Yep, no, that day. My dad's razor strap. Yeah, no, it's the same. It's like a belt. Yeah, real similar.
Yeah.
Real similar. All right, let's take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and do some This Shit Ain't Funny before we head out, all right?
Sounds good.
All right. Yep.
Just sitting here waiting on a train. Choo-choo engine, get me down the track. It's carrying a heart full of pain. I'm hoping it drowns under the clickety clack clack. Riding somewhere east of now, not sure where that is. They're really all the same old town, mine, hers, yours, or his. In the blues, don't convey the pain. It's irrelevant if the song has a name. Little rock train car, electric blue. No matter the sickness, it's what becomes your muse. Same old story, you know the plot. Some people don't hurt, some hurt a lot. Maybe it's the miles, maybe it's the inches. Sometimes your heart can dull all your senses. Riding somewhere east of now, not sure where that is. They're really all the same old town, mine, hers, yours, or his. In the blues, no convey the pain. It's irrelevant if the song has a name. Little rock train car, electric blues. No matter the sickness, it's what becomes your muse. My heart beats dressed in pity, rolling out of the capital city. Of course I'll tell you she's pretty. I'm just tired of the old girl hitting me. She just hits so hard. I gotta ride. Little rock train car.
Yep. Here we are.
There you go.
We are back, man. We are back.
We are.
So what were you saying now?
I don't know. What was I saying?
You were saying something about a TikTok trend or something.
Oh yeah, I gotta find the video, but I saw
okay.
it and I was just like, it'd be something funny for us to do.
Okay. Oh, I'm down. I'm down. All right. So we got a few of these. So let's move into this. Hold on. Tell them about it, Luke.
Listen up now, I'll tell you a story. Without a doubt, it's kinda gory. It's the worst news you could ever hear. Things just like this make you fear. Lying lunched on a dumb guy's knee, or a big hard fuck drowning some honey. Why you laughing? Why you laughing? This shit ain't funny.
He told you it's not funny at all. And if you laugh at it, you've got real problems in your life. Okay? Just letting you know. All right. Yeah, a few of them here to jump into. So the American headmaster of an elite private school and his teenage son were both stung to death after they were attacked by giant hornets during a vacation. Yeah, that's pretty shitty. Daniel Owen, 47, his 15-year-old son Cooper were swarmed and stung over 100 times while they were ziplining at an eco-adventure resort. This is in, I believe, Vietnam. The pair were assailed by the insects, which grew up to 2 inches long and have a 1/4-inch stinger, as they struggled to descend from a tree with their guide. So their whole bodies were covered in red spots. Very painful, a lot of stings, more than 100 over the whole body. I thought already it's a very dangerous situation. I'd never seen as bad as that. I've never seen a death, and I've been working more than 20 years. Wasn't immediately clear whether the guide was injured. There it is. You see it on this.
Yeah, that's.
This some bitch is big.
Right.
They call them murder hornets for a reason.
I mean,
yeah, I mean.
they lived up to their name in this story, yeah.
Yeah, here's a picture of the guy free climbing.
Yeah.
That's before he died,
Yeah.
in case you're wondering. Yeah.
He didn't look very red there.
No, it doesn't look like he's covered in. But all those muscles didn't stop them.
Nope.
That's for sure.
So was it all from the stings or from
yeah.
the venom? I mean, the poison, whatever
yeah.
they,
Yeah, because they go into anaphylactic shock. You get stung too many times, and then your body just the response
just shuts down. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you just go into anaphylactic shock. All right, let's move on here. Yeah, this is a pretty gruesome one. A survivor of the UK train mass stabbing has described how she begged for her life, and the madman told her the devil's not going to win. Daniel Arnold was on the same train car as the attacker when he started slashing anyone he could find during horrific scenes on board a London-bound train about 7:30 p.m. Saturday. Yeah. So I was going with the crowd. Then I got knocked into some seats. I looked back, and I saw the knife man running. So I slid down to the floor. She's 48. She said he came at me with the knife, and I begged, please don't. Then something shifted in his face, and he just carried on. I feel fortunate to still be alive. She was on board the train with her friend Andy, who recalled the attacker's sinister words as he spared her amid the mass slashing that left 11 people stabbed, 2 of whom were still fighting for their lives. Then a minute or so later, he came back through, looked at me again, and said, the devil's not going to win, and walked on. Man. Well, she got lucky on that one.
That crazy was
I guess.
activated. Yeah.
But yeah, just out stabbing 11 people randomly on a train. And
This is the first time I've been hearing about it. You think that would,
No, and here, because America, our country, the U.S., is a gun country.
Right.
We have gun crime. In the U.K., they don't have guns, they have knife crime.
Right.
And so, 11 people stabbed look, that's as efficient as any shooting.
Right.
You know what I mean? All right. This, this one's pretty wild. There's let me pull this one up too. Hold on. I saw this one yesterday. I don't have it in front of me, but I watched the video. Super crazy. But there was a domestic violence situation, and the police show up, and the guy's barricaded himself inside the house with the kids.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And so he has a knife to the 7-year-old. It's his lover's kid. And he's got a knife to the kid's throat. And he's choking the kid, right? And so they're knocking on the door. And they're saying, open the door up. Let the kid come out. Open the door up. And you finally hear the kid scream or whatever. They kick the door in. The guy's got the kid like this with the knife, and they're like, let the kid go, put the knife down.
Right.
And he says, I will shoot you. And about 2 seconds later, they put a bullet straight through his head, straight through his dome, straight through his dome right there. And I was like, yeah, that's what you got to do.
I mean,
You know, you're not going to let go.
Right.
I mean, you're not going to let the kid die. Sorry.
right.
You got to go, bro.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't not agree with their.
Yeah.
You know, they seem to they did it exactly
No, they
right.
did exactly right. I mean, they gave
Man,
him
that
every
poor
warning.
kid though.
Yeah,
Jeez.
trauma. You're talking about trauma.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, like man.
Yeah, first of all, someone's choking you and holding a knife to your throat. Second of all, you just watched them basically get their dome blown.
Right, that's why I'm like, man,
yeah.
like you just went on a roller coaster of
No doubt.
shit that you shouldn't have ever had to.
Did you say roller coaster?
Yeah, why?
A Missouri couple are being held as heroes for saving the life of a young girl who had let out a blood-curdling scream after her seatbelt came undone on a roller coaster.
Oh.
The frightening moment happened at the Worlds of Fun amusement park in Kansas City. Wasn't very fun at that moment.
Yeah.
When Chris and Cassie Evans decided to ride the Mamba roller coaster. We get on the roller coaster. What?
No, you're fine.
Okay. And the very first hill, the girl sitting behind my wife just lets out this scream like I've never heard before. He said at first he assumed it was her first time on the ride and she was just scared. And then she said, my seatbelt's come undone. Without hesitation, the husband and wife sprang into action, reaching behind them to secure her to her seat as the coaster went 75 miles an hour.
Oh my gosh.
I had looped my arm underneath her lap bar, which had a pretty big gap between her and the lap
I was just
bar.
about to say, where's the
Yeah. So at this point, I'm seeing huge space, he said. I looped my arm underneath the lap bar, grabbed a hold of her wrist. My wife was pushing down on her legs. The couple said, as season ticket holders, they were able to anticipate the twists and turns because they'd ridden it so many times. And so they were able to keep her secure in her seat.
And there's the picture.
Yeah, there's a picture actually of it right there. As we crested each hill, or as we started to go up a bit to the top, I recognized it was going to lift her out of the seat. So I kind of shifted our positions to, instead of hold her, to push down on her whole body and keep her from coming out of the seat as we were going over the hills. They managed to keep her secure till the ride was stopped. As you see, a photo was taken there. They're all
there.
she's screaming. They're all trying to
You can
hold
see
him
the
down.
terror on all the
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I mean
It's a great family photo to remember the event. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I tell you
Hey, let's
what,
get that one printed out and pay the $20 for it. We'll hang that up on the wall.
Let me tell you what, they're my new parents, second set of parents. I'll tell you that. I will never forget them.
Right?
Never forget them.
You said roller coaster, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, Orlando, Florida, a woman is demanding $50,000 from SeaWorld after her fun roller coaster filled day took a foul turn. The woman's lawsuit filed Monday said she was riding the park's Mako roller coaster back in March when a duck flew into the coaster's path, hitting her in the face
Oh, wow.
and knocking her unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's suing?
She's suing SeaWorld
Why is she
for it.
suing
Yeah.
SeaWorld?
Well, they said
Do
said
they
that
control ducks?
they should have warned her about the dangerous condition of the park before she got on the ride
Bullshit.
and called the coaster a zone of danger that placed her in harm's way.
Bullshit.
Yep.
Bullshit. Look, it happens on airplanes sometimes.
That's-
Sometimes birds fly into situations you can't control.
Well,
That's
what they're saying, man.
Yeah.
They should put a note there. It says that SeaWorld created a zone of danger for bird strikes due to placing the roller coaster over or near a body of water, which creates a higher risk of bird strikes involving duck
stop
skulls, geese, and other waterfowl.
Then you know what? You ought to know that then. Your ass ought to know that, right? You're by the water. There's more birds here.
Might want to look out.
You know, there's more fish too. I don't know. Maybe a fish jumps up and smacks you. I don't think I don't think she wins that one.
Well, apparently, there wasn't any condition reported on the duck, so
Yeah.
we're still waiting to
The
get
duck
updates
kept
on
going.
it. Yeah. Duck
No,
just
it hurt a little bit.
said, ow. That wasn't a window.
No. You said she survived though?
Yeah, she survived.
Okay.
She was just knocked unconscious. And
Okay. The only survivor of June's, this is a crazy, just think about this for a minute, all right? This story is so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And you know, if I'm dropping that F-bomb, I'm in this shit, right? The only survivor of June's Air India crash in the city of Ahmedabad. Said he feels like the luckiest man alive, but he said the label feels cruel as he mourns his brother and struggles with the physical and mental wounds left by the tragedy. His last name is Ramesh. His first name starts with a V. Viswash Kumar Ramesh, 39, was the only person to walk away from the wreckage of the 787 when it crashed down. Now, you understand a 787 is a big passenger jet full of people.
Right. Lots of body parts.
It crashed moments after takeoff. He escaped. His escape felt like a miracle. The loss of his younger brother and the trauma has left him unable to return to normal life. He said, I lost my brother. My brother was my backbone. Last few years, he was always supporting me.
Yeah.
Since returning to his home, he's battled severe post-traumatic stress. His advisor said that he struggled to speak with his wife and 4-year-old son. So now I'm alone. I'm just in my room alone, not talking with my wife, my son. I just want to be alone all the time. There were 242 crew and passengers on that flight. He was the only one. Can you imagine?
That's crazy, dude.
Just stop and think about that. This plane crashes. You're probably screaming.
I remember hearing about that when it first happened. Yeah.
Everybody's screaming. Everybody's losing their mind. You know you're going to die.
And you're the
It hits
one.
the ground. There's explosion. There's fire because all that's going to happen.
Right.
Otherwise, all the people don't
Metal
die.
and everything. Yeah.
I mean, he's shredded everywhere. And you get up somehow and you look around and every mother but you is dead.
Right.
You're going to feel like this is some kind of surreal dream. Like a
For real,
nightmare.
dude.
You're going to be like, this cannot be real life, man.
How scary to go through, too. I mean,
mean-
you just, come on. I mean,
Oh, you were dead a second ago
Right.
before you realized you're not.
you're not, but everybody else is. Yeah.
And so now you're going to have survivor's guilt on top of everything else. Why me?
Right.
Why did I make it and they didn't? You know, especially his brother.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he does have that. DST has me so screwed up, but in this case, I'm so glad an extra hour. Oh, daylight savings time.
Yep, yep. Well, you had mentioned crash and all the people and
Yeah.
just what a gore scene of body parts and
Yes.
just everything all over the
Yes.
place. Well, a Hopkinsville woman, Hopkinsville, Kentucky, was Hopkinsville woman received a shocking delivery Wednesday. So last Wednesday, I guess this was, when she reportedly opened a package expecting medicine, but instead found human body parts.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Now, is that an upgrade?
I mean, could be. I don't
What
know.
body parts was it?
Right. Says
I mean,
Christian County Coroner Scott Daniel confirmed to LEX that LEX 18 that arms and fingers used for medical training were accidentally delivered to the home instead of the woman's medication order.
Arms and fingers instead of medication. Who switched that order? Who switched this order up? How did that happen?
Says it's believed to involve an airline company, a freight company, and a courier. So somebody somewhere.
Somebody really got this order bad.
They confirmed the body parts are sometimes shipped for transplants and research purposes. So,
Question one is, sometimes when they send you the wrong thing, they tell you don't even bother returning it. Was this one of those things where they said, just throw that away?
just go ahead
throw
and
that
get
in
rid
the
of them. We don't need those. Those are
Throw
extras.
it in the trash.
Yeah.
They're no good to us anymore anyway.
Right. By the time we get them,
So you want me to just take these body parts here
just some arms and fingers, man.
and throw them in the trash
Right.
can? That's what you want me to do.
You ever wanted to punch somebody with a stranger's arm? Now you can.
I mean, I don't know if I'm going to throw them away. I might want to make necklaces or something.
All right, why not?
Why not pour them in, what is that, epoxy
Yeah.
resin?
There you
cut
go.
'em up. I don't know. Maybe prank your friends with them. That finger's probably good for a few days. Or you can go pull my finger and really scare a kid to death. Some little toddler.
Well, it's a perfect Halloween prank,
Oh, my
man.
God,
Come
it would
on.
be, Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm putting those on ice.
Right.
I'm putting them on ice.
Put them in the bowl with all the candy right out on the
getting
porch.
those back, and I want my medicine. Definitely not Amazon. No, probably not. Probably not Amazon. Yeah, Mike said, remember the movie Unbreakable? Yeah, they made a sequel to that I've not watched. I should watch it, though. But yeah, the movie with Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson, it was an M. Night Shyamalan movie where Bruce Willis was unbreakable and Samuel L. Jackson was the opposite. He had a disease, which is real, where his bones are so brittle that they can break, just
Right.
yeah, just with the right, just pushing on it.
Right,
You know?
right.
And so it did the opposite. It's an interesting movie.
Right.
But there's a sequel I have not seen. Did you watch that, Mike? I don't know if it's good or not to that. What else do we need to cover, man, today? Anything?
Man, I don't think so.
Okay, so Fitz Auto, number one.
Yep.
Go over there, 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock. Check them out, fitzauto.com online. Number two, get tickets for December 14th, the retirement and roast of myself. Great group of friends to come and absolutely tear me down in every possible way. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to love it. You're going to have a great time. Tickets are only $20. And John Bailey's going to perform, as well as the Arkansas debut of Vantage Ruins. That's our resident rock star Luke Shoemaker performance. So you want to see that.
Yeah.
So that's great. And then finally, please, if you get an extra moment, go over to the Rcast. You can link to it from our Facebook pages and vote for us for an award, for a podcast award. That would be great. Otherwise, we're just going to come back and do it again tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow. See you then.
We'll see you then.
Later, everybody.
Late.